Hello and welcome to the live show, the weekly live show on the social media for real estate agents, Success Community. Hi, Heather. Hey, good to see you. Oh my gosh, you were here early. Awesome. So good to have you here. And as people are jumping on, please give me a hashtag live in the comments, or if you're watching the replay at any time, give me a hashtag replay. So love seeing you coming on here and learning today and every week as we do our weekly live show. And be sure and check back at other times in the Facebook group. We do have other posts in here that I'm sharing information and updating you on the latest and fun things that are happening out in the social media world. All right, hello, Anne, and welcome. I'm assuming all you guys can hear me as you're giving me the hashtag. So thanks so much. So today we are talking about the 5 ways to generate organic leads on social media. And as I mentioned in my email that maybe you got from me, it is a subject that is near and dear to my heart, as organic leads is the way that you can do marketing for free. Of course, it's your time, which is an investment of your time, but there's no money that you have to put out. And that is something I'm so passionate about, is running your business like a business as a smart business owner. And I shared in my email that I did some things wrong and in the beginning and sometimes throughout my business. And it's always it really is so important to be aware of the money that you're spending and the money that you have coming in. And at the company that I work at, we like to call it red light, green light. So if you don't have any income coming in, then your expenses are at a red light, like stop the spending because there isn't any money coming in, right? So when you have income and start to have income on a steady and regular basis, then you can start to look at what ways of spending your money is effective. And I digress because today we are talking about not spending the money, but I like to bring that up because it is so important to be cognizant of where your money's going and how you're spending it. And it's so easy to whip out that credit card and get that shiny new object, right? That you think is the answer to it all. And most of the time, it's not. Okay. So, trust me from personal experience, it's not all those marketers out there that are selling you something. They got that marketing, they make it sound so awesome. And sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not. So, I really like to talk about this because it's so important in your business, because you want to continue to run your business at a profit, which is what we're all here for, right? To take a profit and have that income that we can provide things for our family, for ourselves, and live, an awesome life from the fruits of our labor, of what we're doing with our business, right? So welcome all of you. Thanks so much for jumping on today and coming to learn. And of course, I love to hear your comments. So if you hear anything that really resonates with you, give me a comment, or give me, a heart or an emoji in the comments if that's something that really speaks to you. Okay, so 5 ways to generate organic leads. And the other reason that this is so near and dear to my heart is that I have done this personally with my social media, and I've gotten so much business from it organically without spending any money on ads. Ads work, and you need to know it's very complicated how to run effective ads and to be able to get that return on your investment. So if you're just getting started, Or if you don't want to spend money on social media ads, you don't need to. You can get business from doing social media and doing it right. So thanks for joining me today. Love having you here today. And I also am live streaming this to my Facebook page. So if there is anyone on my business page, I just want to welcome you as well. And we're streaming it as well into our private Facebook group. So the first one is so essential. Set up your social media profiles as a sales funnel. Okay. So most of us coming into real estate, we have, well, a lot of us don't have sales backgrounds. So when we talk about a sales funnel, it is, I like to give a little bit of context about that, because what happens is you have like a funnel, you have a wide opening at the top, and then it narrows down at the bottom. So at the top, you have all these leads that are coming in, right? And so that's where the funnel starts, is getting those leads coming into the funnel. And as they come down, it's people that move closer to the home buying or home selling process. So we want to move people through that funnel, but the first step is getting them in. So to get them in, we can use our social media profile in so many different ways. And I've done this exercise in the past with a series of videos on social media basics. So the basics for your social media, setting up your profile with some of those things are a professional photograph of yourself, you in your picture, okay? Not the dog, not some, I don't know, place that you go to. It's you, a picture of you. And so that's the picture that you want to have on your profile. And then your cover photo could have your family or a place that you love or beautiful picture, right? And so that's the first one, having the links to your websites, your phone number, your email address. All of that information should be public so people can see it on there. So you want to check that out. And on the left-hand side, like on Facebook, make sure that those things are filled in there. And what happens sometimes is you're new to the business, you aren't even aware what can go in there. And this is on your personal profile, okay, not your business page. So your personal profile, there's so many options on that left-hand menu that you can update, and you can see people, or people will come to your profile. They will be checking you out, okay? So, so I wanted to say that you can also, on your business page, it's not the most important place to focus on in the beginning, so that you can have leads coming in. What happens with the business page is that you have a you have to pay for ads in order for those things to show up. In order for your important place, you have a oops. You have to. So in order for you to have any visibility on your business page, that's mostly designed for your for ads. You'll get some traction if you place ads on there. But if you're not doing ads on your business page, you have maybe 1%, 2% visibility on your business page. So I know I hear it over and over again with new agents. They want to get your Facebook business page set up, and that's great. And it's not the most important thing to do, because you don't get the biggest bang for your buck there. And what I like to think of it as is your social media, like your storefront. Okay, you want it to look professional. You want it to look good, and you don't need to. You don't have to have a presence. It's not the sense of urgency there. So then there's the Instagram also. And there's so many different platforms. And most of my focus with my coaching and my live shows on here is about is Facebook and Instagram. Of course, there's LinkedIn as well, and I don't spend as much time on there. So Instagram, you have a whole big bio, lots of options to fill in there. So be sure and fill all of that out. And most people set their profile up as a professional account. And that gives you the option to display and for people to be able to see your phone number and your email address in the contact page on Instagram. So that's something that you want to make sure that you see in your Instagram. The link on your Instagram profile should be a link to your website or to some landing page that you're giving away some freebies, something of value to people that come to your profile, to your bio. So if you're putting just your broker's website, you're losing out on there. So you want to put your personalized website on there. Okay, makes sense, folks? Let's see. So what else? What's number 2? That was number 1, setting up your profile as a sales funnel. So much bang for your buck there. And then you can have also number 2 is even before posting, saying posting on your profile, on your bio, or on your Instagram or your Facebook. I'm going to say posting stories consistently, because stories have become so popular on Instagram and Facebook. They're really getting a lot of traction on there too. So you really want to be posting stories consistently, because you show up at the top of the screen and you have more visibility there. People don't have to scroll down. And so you're showing up there. And if you are posting stories consistently at least once a day and having 3 slides. So when you have a story is more than 1 page when you open up a book, right? So the same thing on your Instagram stories. You want to have more than just one post out there, just one story and a slide, as they're starting to call it. So you want to have at least 3, because those 3 slides tell a story. Maybe it's a before, during, and after of a staging appointment. It's also pulling in things from your life. So the stories, first of all, are much more informal and sometimes pretty spontaneous. You can plan ahead or think ahead with them. And sometimes it's just something in the moment that comes up. So you want to have a series of posts that you put up at the same time, so that when people are looking through your stories, they're seeing all 3 at once and you're telling the whole story there. And then if you want to get really ambitious, you can do multiple times during the day doing a story. Hey, Ann, thanks for the question. Don't you have to post your business and then share to your business post to your personal Facebook page? You can do that. And then, so if you post to your business page on Facebook, and let's say you put up like a coming soon, something about your business, you can share from your Facebook business page to your personal profile. That is one way to go about doing it. And you want to kind of mix it up. Actually, that's part of the Facebook algorithm. And I've found sometimes it could be just the content that I didn't get a lot of engagement on those kinds of posts. So you can do that. And then sometimes you may just post them separately. Put it on your Facebook page and then put it on your your Facebook business page, and then on your personal profile on Facebook. The other thing that you can do to even back it up a little bit, Anne, and the rest of you, is if you have a Instagram professional account And then you have your Facebook business page. You can connect those. And when you post on Instagram, you always have to post on Instagram first. You can have that shared automatically to your Facebook business page. So awesome. Get 2 for 1 there. And that's on the posts and it's on the stories as well. So put it on on your Instagram business profile and share it to your Facebook business page. And so then from there, and you can share it to your personal profile. And I like to do, when I don't share everything from my Facebook business page to my personal profile. Again, mixing it up. And also, the Facebook terms of agreement is that your personal profile is not for business. So it is something that you do personally, and you don't want to have obviously exclusively just your business showing up on your personal. Um, People would probably not follow you anyway because they want to see personal things on there. So mix it up, keep it interesting on your Facebook page. Okay, so going back to, let's see here. So that's number 2, posting stories consistently. And that is something that takes a habit, and really putting that into your kind of your mindset, like what's going on in your day with your business and personally. Like today, I posted a picture on my personal slash business Instagram, picture of my puppy who was like, interrupting me while I was doing my workout. So I just thought this is a fun picture that I can put up on Instagram. So, hello, Melissa. Welcome. Good to have you here. So we are, so moving on from posting stories consistently to the next piece, to generate organic leads. And so bringing it back to that, when you're posting consistently, you're front of mind, you're starting to get top of mind for the people that are following you, and to then draw them in even more to possibly get leads from them is to post stories that are engaging. So what's an engaging story? An engaging story is one that gets engagement from the people that are watching them. How do you get engagement? Well, the lovely little stickers, especially in Instagram. And on Facebook, you'll get engagement from likes and comments and whatnot. And on Instagram, all those stickers that you can put in there to get people's opinions, and so there's a few key stickers that I really like that are engaging. And you can tie it back to real estate and get people to share, are they thinking about selling a home, slider, or do you need some tips, asking them what they need, asking them what they like about your post, those kinds of things. So there's the poll sticker where there's like a yes, no, and you can customize those answers and really get a feel for your audience about whatever you're talking about. And when you get people that are engaging on your stickers, then Instagram thinks that those people like your stories, and they will start to put your story earlier in their series of stories that they're watching. So that's why you want to be in there consistently, and having that engagement takes it up to the next level. So then doing the polls, the yes, no. There's also the, I don't know what it's called. It's like a survey. There's multiple answers that you can put in there. And then there's also the emoji slider, where they can move the slider over. It's a smiley face or heart or something like that. So using those stickers, there's other ones in there too, really help to get people to act on your stories. Now, it goes the other way too. So you want to engage on other people's stories. And when people start to see you engaging on their stories, they'll come back to your profile and engage on yours as well. So this is kind of a two-parter. Number 3 with creating engaging stories is to have stories that people engage with you, but you also want to go out, engage with other people so they come back to you as well. All right. So moving on to number 4. Before I do that, just want to see if anyone has that. Anyone has any questions, let me know. Just feel free to post in the comments. And all right. So the number 4 way to generate organic leads is to engage in the DMs. Okay. The DMs, the direct messages, the messenger on Facebook, and the message on Instagram. So it's all about really engaging with people on their posts as well. Okay. Not only is it for us to put interesting things out for other people. Okay. People want to think, get to know you, get to like you, trust you from the posts that you're creating, but you are also going to their posts, their stories, and engaging with them in the DMs. Not only liking, commenting on their posts, but sending them a message. If you can take it like another level with them, to ask them a question about that. If there's something big happening in their life, you can ask them about that. They're having a baby. So awesome. And you can slide in the comment, hey, if you're needing a bigger house, let me know. If they're all the kids have gone off to college now, you're needing to downsize, let me know. Don't forget, I'm a realtor. And so that is the other piece, is engaging in the DMs, because not a lot of people do that. And so to stand out amongst all the competition and continue to stay top of mind so that they remember you to come back to you when they do want to buy or sell. So that will help you stand out by sending those messages. And then the final way that is just an amazing way to get so many leads is to engage in the Facebook groups. These are the local community Facebook groups. And you have something in your community? First of all, are there groups out there? I know in our community there's so many local groups from about anything. It doesn't have to be just a community group. It can be specifically about different topics that people are excited about, gardeners. And then there's I don't do a lot of this, but I've always had the idea, those like garage sale online Facebook groups, or the I don't know, the buying selling groups that are on Facebook group, not the marketplace. I mean, that's too big. But if there's any local ones, and if there's not, here's a tip: start one. Okay. Some people, I'm in a couple that are local, and actually gotten to know a lot of the people that are in those groups. And it's some people will post things in there for sale, and you go by and pick it up off their porch or out of their bin, and you DM, send them a message with Venmo or PayPal with the money, or drop it in their mailbox. There's a level of trust there. So it's nice to have a smaller group that's local, that you start to create these relationships, and then you can kind of grow from there with personal referrals of people that know each other. And I've gotten to know a lot of people in those groups, and I've actually gotten leads from those groups specifically. So first of all, participate in those, or if there isn't one, start one up. And be the moderator. Invite some other people to help you moderate it. And it's a great way to kind of in through the back door. The old-fashioned way, I know some people that used to do this, was go to garage sales personally and meet the neighbors. Has anybody ever done that? Have you ever done the garage sales and met someone, especially if you're wearing your your branded clothing that has your broker's name on it. But this is the new way, the modern way, online on social media. It is it's huge because if you are selling things, you could totally make this part of your strategy. You selling things, or you just go and buy the things, buy a few things. People sell things for t-shirts for $2, or knickknack or this or that for a few bucks. Um, is that a way that you want to? It's not free, obviously. Now we're going into paying money for that kind of stuff. But here's another group that's really popular in our area, because we've been doing these paid Facebook, these groups where you buy and sell stuff. And I think that has evolved now to, like, people just want to get rid of their stuff. So we actually have a free group. It's like buy nothing and spend no money and just post it out there. Hey, does anybody want this? Just a great way to reuse it. And if you don't have these groups in your community, I'd encourage you, maybe check with your friends and kind of make a poll and say, hey, who would be interested in joining me in a local group? Maybe you want to make it geographic so that's super easy to, like, get out and do that. These groups have multiple posts every single day, and I've friended people in there on Facebook. So that, I don't know if you guys like that idea at all, but those it works. It works. The other Facebook group that really works is a group of people that share a common interest. It's a private Facebook group that has rules, and people have to abide by the rules, or they're not allowed in. They know what the rules are, so they abide by them. And if they're not, they get taken out, so that everybody feels like it's a safe place. And to have these Facebook groups, you create some relationships, because you have people that, maybe it's gardeners, maybe you share pictures about your gardens, and maybe you have an event like once or twice a year where you exchange perennials. Maybe there's someone in that group that actually grows their own plants, and like their tomato plants, and wants to sell them. I have a friend who does that, and does her plant sale once a year with some greens and tomatoes and a few herbs. So those are the 5 ways to generate organic leads. And these work. I've gotten leads from all of these things. And wouldn't it be lovely just to get emails or private messages from someone that says, hey, I know you're a realtor. How are they going to know you're a realtor? So here's where it happens. You're posting in these groups. You're not talking about real estate. You're just adding value, being a contribution in these groups, or whatever you're doing here. People go back and look at your profile. So that's why you have to have it in there on Instagram, on Facebook, your personal profile, and they look and see, who is this? What does she do? People are curious. And so they're going to lurk until they know that they want to buy or sell. In the meantime, when they're starting to think about it, they're going to go and check that out. Check out on Instagram. Do you ever look and see at your weekly statistics and see how many people look at your profile? I know that's one thing. If you're posting consistently, you're putting stories, people are going to go to your profile and check you out. All right. So that's another clue to you. If people are going to your profile, know that you're putting content that's out there. They're looking and seeing, who is this and what does she do, or he or she do. So that is those are the 5 things about generating leads. So here's what I want to tell you. The next step. So if you're sitting there, you're like, are we posting these groups to our personal page or real estate page? So, Anne, in the groups, I actually post from my personal. And a lot of times the groups don't allow you to enter the group as your page. So I actually set it up as my personal, because I want people to see, to connect with me personally, because once I'm in those groups and as I'm engaging with them more, I'm going to friend them personally. So then I can see their posts on their personal Facebook page, and they'll start to see mine too if they engage back with mine. And it's much easier to do that with your personal profile. If you do that with your real estate page, it goes back to the algorithm with Facebook and the business page, and it's your business page doesn't show up in their feed. Your profile will be much more likely to show up because it Facebook just puts your personal profile out there much more. If Facebook's going to put your business page out there and get a lot of reach, you have to do ads. So it all goes back to that. If you have your personal profile set up with your business, your realtor, your broker, your link to your page, and some posts on your personal page as a realtor, people are going to see that you're a realtor. If you do an experiment for yourself and go look at other people's profile, all you have to do is on Facebook, maybe you've done this yourself already, just hover over their profile. When hover over their name, the link on their name, when they've posted somewhere, they commented somewhere, and you'll see what shows up. It shows their cover photo, it shows their profile photo, and then it shows a couple things about them. And if you're not friends with them, it'll show like the first line in your work. So what do you do? So make sure that the first line on your personal profile is your realtor, your work as a realtor. So I hope that helps. I'm glad you're asking questions. Anybody else have any questions? Feel free to post. So what I wanted to share is I'm so excited to be launching, I haven't done one for a while, a social media boot camp in June. June 8th is the kickoff, and we're going to have like a pre-week of thanks, Anne, of some social media basics. But we'll be launching full-blown social media boot camp on June 8th. So if you are, you've been thinking about doing your posts, thinking about doing your stories, and you're not consistent, and you wish you were, and you think at night, like, gosh, another day went by and I didn't do a post, and I didn't know what to do. If you're wishing you got more business from your social media, if you wish you didn't have to think about it so much, what am I going to post? And how to do it right and get business from it. We're going to dive deep into the topics that you need to know in order to feel confident in your posting and feel confident that you know what to post and have your content ready to go in advance so that you're not stressing out about it. At the last minute you have showings and then you have a closing and then things come up and then you didn't get the post out. So all these things that you can do to be posting consistently and confidently. Wouldn't that be awesome? So we're going to be launching that on June 8th. And we're going to have some really awesome bonuses if you sign up early. And I want you to message me or post in the comments boot camp if you want to join me for that. We're going to be having a special price at $147 for 6 weeks. Actually, we're going to do 6 weeks of boot camp, and the bonus week, the first week of June, with the social media basics. And then the price goes up on June 3rd to $199. And if you sign up before June 3rd with me for this, you'll get a one-on-one coaching session with me at any time during the 6 weeks. And then we'll also do, the other bonus that we're going to have is an audit of your social media, your Facebook business page, your Instagram, and your personal profile. and we'll have that. Hey, Heather, you're welcome. And I'll have that documented for you as we're going through for you what to do. So that will be another bonus. So if you want to sign up for Social Media Boot Camp starting June 8th and want to get those bonuses, let me know and get the special price of $147 when you sign up before June 3rd. So give me a boot camp in the comments or send me a message if you want to talk about it some more. Ask me your questions. Would love to work with you guys on your social media so that you're feeling confident and comfortable and getting business without paying for ads on Facebook. So that's what we have today. The 5 ways to generate organic leads on social media is, first of all, setting up your profile as a sales funnel, posting consistently to your stories on Instagram and Facebook, on your Facebook business page and your Facebook personal page, and then creating stories that are engaging, and then engaging in the DMs. And finally, number 5 is engaging in the Facebook groups. These are the 5 ways to generate leads organically. And if you want to join me in my social media boot camp, let me know. Give me a boot camp in the comments or send me a message. Just send me a message on the Facebook. All right, you guys. I am so happy that you're here. Keep coming back. I'm going to have some more social media tips going every day. And on Friday, I didn't mention this at the beginning, but Friday, I'm actually going to be doing a special webinar. What is the webinar? We are going to do a webinar on, hold on, 5 steps to your most productive month. June is coming up, less than a week away, and let's get our plan for how do you have your most productive month in June. So Friday, we'll be having that at 12 o'clock Central here in the group. It's going to be a longer session. Usually this weekly live is about 30 minutes. I've gone a little bit long, and I wanted to tell you about that. So hope to see you here back again on Friday, 12 o'clock Central, for 5 steps to your most productive month. All right, you guys, have an awesome day.